Hi, I'm Matt from Parksure, and I'm in the park home, mobile home, holiday lodge, static caravan, and holiday leisure industry. So if you're in that industry or interested in that lifestyle, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, last night, which would have been Monday, the 11th of March 2024, I watched a Panorama episode titled The Great Mobile Home Swindle. Now, it's worth watching as it points out many of the negative aspects of the mobile home and leisure market, and it proves as a cautionary tale for those thinking of buying a mobile home. I'd like to point out there are many aspects, positive aspects as well in this industry. But if you go into this industry, into this market, and it is a good market, I keep repeating, go into it with your eyes open. If the people of this episode had watched or subscribed to my YouTube channel, they would have known these pitfalls and it would have been a much shorter episode. On that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you might save yourself going through the stressful problems the people on this episode are going through at present, and I sincerely hope it gets resolved to their liking. However, experience tells me it more than likely won't. Now, you can avoid these pitfalls by doing your research and getting professionals involved. Don't just rely on your own judgment, as you might be new to this market. Likewise, don't rely on what the park or sales reps say. They are, after all, trying to sell you a home. Use a professional. It may cost you, but it's money well spent. Almost all of the problems mentioned on the episode last night could have been avoided if people got a professional involved when buying a home. Your home is your most important asset, most valuable asset, so why would you not? Now, the episode last night brought up many of the points that I've already mentioned on my YouTube channel, which I will list in the text below if you want to watch them in greater detail. But the main points are, should I get a solicitor involved when buying a home? Yes, definitely. They'll check the park and with the council to see whether it's a holiday park with a 10, 11 or 12-month license, or whether it's an actual residential park. The difference being is that you can live on a residential mobile home park. You cannot legally live on a holiday park, even if it's a 12-month license. It's a 12-month holiday license, which means you can use it for holidays and you can holiday there at any time during the 12 months, but it cannot be your main residence. One of the benefits of global warming, if that's not an oxymoron, is that it's warmer all year round. So you might be tempted to live in a holiday home. And I know people are tempted to, as it's cheaper to buy than a residential mobile home. But there's a reason why. One of them is that you've got no security of tenure under the Mobile Home Act 1983, amended 2013. i.e., you've got no right to live there, protected by law, no right enshrined in law. So the park can, if they so wish, sell it for developers and kick you off. You have no say in the matter. Likewise, the council could force you off as you're in breach of the site licence, and you could find yourself on the streets at short notice. The words "I didn't know" or "I wasn't aware" won't help you when you're on the street and your only defence is that you signed a contract with a site licence that clearly states holiday use only. Now, I know some people will have been hoodwinked or taken someone's word for the fact that they can live on the holiday park, and I sympathise, I really do. But the old adage, if it's too cheap to believe, it probably does apply here. If the residential park down the street is twice as much as this park, there's probably a reason for it. Admittedly, it could be the fact that it's got a better view, but it could just as easily be the fact the park is residential and yours is not. We get thousands of calls like this, and it's incredibly frustrating when it could have all been avoided. Do your research and go into this lifestyle eyes open. We also get lots of calls where the people involved know they're living illegally in a holiday home, but they don't care, as it's cheaper. And that's fine. Just don't phone us for insurance, as we don't want you. You're what we call a moral hazard in the insurance industry. And when you eventually claim, you'll find it's not only the council that have a problem with you living illegally on the site. The insurers will too, as you're more than likely on the wrong insurance product. Believe it or not, insurers don't like turning claims down. They really don't. It affects their reputation at the end of the day. But if you've lied to them, or you've been paying the wrong premium because you're on the wrong insurance product, or even if you don't know, you could find yourself in trouble. If you could be on a holiday home policy when you need to be on a residential mobile home insurance policy, which has more appropriate cover, then you're handing them the excuse, that get out of jail card, to get out of paying your claim. Or you may find there's no cover at all to begin with, as you're in breach of your insurance contract. Just don't do it. Get a solicitor involved and avoid all this from the start. Eyes open, remember. I'll put a link in the text below to my original YouTube video. Next, should I get a survey? Again, yes. If you've had the solicitor check all the legal things, including the most important ones, of the fact that the seller actually owns the home and has the right to sell it, that's cropped up, believe it or not, or whether you're allowed to live on the park, then the Park Home Survey can check all the things about the home to see whether the home is actually in good shape and not likely to subside and fall over, or whether it's actually connected at all. Trust me, we've heard and dealt with them all over the years. The surveyor can check the home, the solicitor cannot. Yes, it costs money, but if all it does is prove the home is in good shape, then it's money well spent. But if he finds something that needs fixing, then you can go back to the seller and ask them to fix it before you buy it. Or, alternatively, use it as a negotiation tool to get the price reduced. Either way, you'll know where you stand. Again, further information and the original video in the text below. Local council. Believe it or not, you can check yourself with the local council on the licensing of the park. It's not that hard. But don't use this as an excuse to not get a solicitor involved once you're fixed on buying a home. But you could check with the council to check which are the residential parks and narrow down your options. You can certainly discount all the holiday parks, irrespective of whether they have a 12-month license. It's a bit of a weird one because many councils know people are living illegally on holiday parks, but they turn a blind eye. Otherwise, they may have to find them accommodation. They just don't have the accommodation. But are you willing to take that risk? In my opinion, just don't do it. Likewise, you can check the park agreement. Again, your local council should have a copy of this, but likewise, the park should supply a copy to you. Look for the words residential on it. If it's a residential park, it should be clearly stated. They're paying extra for that status. Why wouldn't they put it on there? If it's a holiday park, it'll probably have the words holiday usage or holiday use, etc. If someone on a holiday park is trying to give you an impression that you can live there 12 months of the year, they will avoid using the word residential. They will continue to say it's got a 12-month license, 12-month holiday license, of course. So look for the word residential. And that's it. Listen, this really is a great industry and lifestyle, but like most things in life, there are negative aspects to it. You just have to look hard enough. Go into this industry with your eyes open and knowing your rights. Like I stated at the beginning, if only the people on this episode had watched or subscribed to my YouTube channel, they would have known these pitfalls, and it would have been a much shorter episode, or they could have avoided these problems altogether. And I don't say that to be big-headed. I really don't. All to blame the people in it. I'm not people blaming here. I just want people to enjoy this lifestyle without getting caught out. On that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you might save yourself going through the stressful problems the people on this episode are going through. If anybody has anything to add, please leave it in the comment section below. I'm not precious. I'm always up to learning something new or being corrected if I'm wrong. And don't forget, once you've bought the home, or preferably before you bought it, to give us a ring for insurance. Call us to discuss this or to obtain an insurance quotation on free phone number 0800 731 9583 or visit us at www.parksure.com. And not forgetting, keep an eye out for more Parksure top tips in the near future. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss more exciting YouTube content from me, if that's not an oxymoron as well. Take care. Bye.